Welcome to VoiceOver Pro. Welcome back, everybody, to VoiceOver Pro. And today's video, we're talking about Apple News. And in Apple News, today, this week, they released their iOS update for their FaceTime bug they had going, you know. And I suggest everybody should go update if you don't want your iPhone to be vulnerable to this bug and have people listen in to your conversations or what you're doing. Hopefully, it also fixes some bugs and VoiceOver is having. If you're a VoiceOver user, if you're in your news app, this is a bug I am experiencing. In your news app, your cursor will jump back up to the left top of the screen on the back button. And even if you put it on continuous reading by sliding your two fingers down, it will still jump up to the top. So I hope some voiceover bugs were squashed in this update. We could hope. In other news, The Verge is reporting that Apple is telling the developers to exclose the way they were screen recording your data and using it or selling it to third party businesses. Apple was warning some developers if this change does not happen, they would be getting kicked off of App Store. And hopefully they change. My opinion in this is that if data wasn't covered, like your account numbers, your boarding pass, your IDs, passports, etc., they were out there vulnerable, and Apple should crack down on this because who knows what they record? Who knows what they have on you? Moving on. Also, senators are asking Google, Apple, and Facebook about this problem too. So you will be hearing it in the news for a little moment until some hearings happen or something like that. And other news, some Google analysts put out a report about updating to the latest iOS release, the latest update, because you might be vulnerable to attacks on your microphone, photos, pictures, contacts, and other important information. And another story, 9 to 5 Mac is reporting that Netflix is bringing a new feature to iOS. And it's called Smart Downloads, automatic downloads for those users, you know, because now when you try to download a show, you have to go set it up to download and do all these steps. Hopefully, when this feature rolls out all the way, it will be smart downloads for those that use Netflix. Remember how I was telling you about the 14-year-old that discovered a FaceTime bug? Well, now we have a German dude that discovered a bug. An 18-year-old discovered a bug that leaves your password vulnerable, open to malicious attacks. These are bank passwords, social media passwords, and stuff like that. 905 Mac reports. So Apple is coming down with a lot of bugs in their little iOS and their platform. Hopefully they take care of that. And also, let's start talking iOS 13. And Bloomberg is reporting that iOS 13 will be revamped, new home screen icons. Does not matter to me, honestly, but people that have vision, the layout might change a little bit, they say, uh, new visual cues and stuff like that. And, little things, visual things. Um, Also, dark mode on iOS 13. For other rumors are reporting that dark mode is coming, and people are like, "Oh, it looks nice. It looks nice." I bet it does. I bet it does. To me, is that if you have an iPhone 10 and up, you have an organic LED screen that every pixel is powered individually. So if you turn off a lot of them pixels on the screen, you will be saving battery. To me, I wonder how screen curtain is gonna work. If screen curtain shuts off all these pixels, imagine the battery that we could be saving. Personally, I use screen curtain all the time. I have it on low brightness. True tone is off. I don't really need it, so I have all that off. Try to conserve battery to the best that I can, so my phone will last me throughout the day. Also, a revamped files application. Everybody knows that this file application is a little bit complicating, but once you get the hang of it, it's kind of easy, but it's not a true file system. Apple may not open it up that far. It might give you more, say, easier to use. So that's about the revamp about the Files app. I use it mostly. I transfer files between my Macs and this and other stuff. Also, and other rumors and leaks and stuff, iOS 13 might not be compatible with iPhone 6S and 5SE. And this is a rumor coming out from there, floating around. So just remember, it's a rumor, and I think they could handle these devices. They're pretty good. They could handle iOS 13. Maybe not the features that they got coming for the LED, for the organic screen they got for the iOS 10 and up. But I think they could make it work for those devices. It'd be a shame if they cut them off. And thank you for tuning in to iOS Pro. This concludes our little series about Apple news, and be on the lookout for a new video coming soon.